Hello students, welcome to today's class and I am Sunita from JK Jain Schools. Today I am going to teach you a poem from the 9th standard English textbook, Unit 1, and the name of the poem is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. This poem was written by an American poet, Robert Frost, in 1922. The poem is told from the perspective of a traveler who stops to watch a snowfall in the forest and in doing so reflects on both nature and society. So students, let us know the poem in detail. Let us know first about the author, followed by the summary of the poem, and then we'll be looking into the poetic devices. So let's begin with the introduction about the poet.
About the author, Robert Frost. Born in 1874, died in 1968. Was an American poet noted for his realistic descriptions of rural life. Born on 26th March 1874, he spent his first 40 years as an unknown entity. He received 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry and was a special guest at President John F. Kennedy's inauguration. Frost became a poetic force and unofficial poet laureate of the United States. Some of his famous works are The Road Not Taken, West Running Brook, Mending Wall, After Apple Picking, etc. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without the farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sea of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. By Robert Frost. One snowy evening, the speaker rides on a horse into the deep woods where there is no passers-by. He stops in the woods with a pensive mood, and he knows the woods belongs to a man whose house is in the village. He feels peaceful and appreciates the beauty of the woods in winter. His horse must think it's strange to stop in that dark place between the woods and frozen lake in the evening time. The speaker hears the sound of the horse shaking his bell as a sign to ask his owner whether there is something wrong. The other sounds the speaker hears are those of wind and downy flakes. Although the woods are pretty and pleasant to him, he has to keep going because of his responsibility to fulfill his promises. Jawaharlal Nehru, the former Prime Minister of India, had the last 2 lines of this poem written in block letters and placed it on his desk as these lines reminded him of his responsibilities and miles to go before I sleep. Let us now see the poetic devices in the poem. The poem consists of 4 stanzas, each with 4 lines, which is called quatrain. Each line in the poem has 8 syllables. The poem is iambic tetrameter. The rhyme scheme of this poem is regular with the pattern of A, B, A, except the last one with A. Let us now identify the alliteration. In the first stanza, in the first line, whose woods these think. Second line, his house. Third line, see, stopping, and the fourth line, watch, woods, with, are alliterated. In the second stanza, in the first line, my, must are alliterated. In the third stanza, the first line, his harness, and in the third line, only, other, sounds, sweep are alliterated. And in the fourth stanza, in the first line, dark, deep, the words are alliterated. Let us now see the next poetic device in the poem, that is personification. In my little horse must think it queer to ask if there is some mistake. The horse is personified to act as a human being who can exchange his thought with another person. And in he gives his harness bell a shake also suggests the personification of a horse as a human being. The next poetic device is symbol. The description of the woods in the last stanza as lovely, dark and deep, symbolizing the happy life after death. The next poetic device in the poem is repetition. Repetition is found in the poem in the final two lines, and miles to go before I sleep, which gives emphasis on the idea of how this person feels about the responsibilities that lie ahead. Answer the following questions in a sentence or two. Let's see the lines given. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. Who does he refer to? Identify the season with these lines. Next, my little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. The questions are, who is the speaker? Why should the horse think it queer? Pick out the rhyming words. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The questions are as follows. Whom does he refer to in these lines? Why does he give his harness bells a shake? How does the horse communicate with the poet? The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. The questions are as follows. How are the woods? Who does I refer to? What are the promises the speaker is talking about?
So students, I hope you have understood today's class. We'll meet you again in the next class with a new topic. Thank you students.